What does touch mean? How is it supposed to feel? The first touch I can remember is my father's hands holding mine. In that moment, I felt completely safe.
Becca, sweetheart, I know that things are complicated between your mother and me, but I want you to know that you will always be my princess, and I will always be there to protect you. I love you, princess.
Things were so simple back then. I was so naive then. It was like I had tunnel vision. I never understood why others took an interest in me. Sure, I would always see them looking or staring at me sometimes, but I never thought anything of it. That is, until I saw him.
So, I wanted to ask you something.
Well, what is it? Come on, tell me. I promise you can tell me anything.
Promise?
I promise. Seriously, tell me.
Well, I brought you here because
What is it?
I really like you.
That explosive feeling that I got will stay with me for the rest of my life. It seems so silly now that I thought I was going to marry the guy. But then someone touches you that way, when that person touches your hand and you feel a million butterflies bouncing around the walls of your stomach, you truly experience that happily ever after. Those moments taught me to trust and love. That was my mistake. I thought I was so aware of the outside world. I thought that I knew how people were and how they were supposed to be, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
You're so funny. You should do this for a living.
Well, I've always wanted to put a smile on people's faces, but I don't think I'm talented enough for something like that.
Are you kidding? You're hilarious. I think you should try it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. It can't be that hard, right?
Well, you should. You always manage to put a smile on my face.
Listen, that guy was a jerk anyway, you know that. Becca, you've always been there for me during my toughest times. With the whole situation going on with my family and everything, I want you to know that I'll always give you a shoulder to cry on. Just like you've given me yours when I needed it most. I'm here for you. Hey, you know what cheers me up? Ice cream. I know the perfect place. My treat.
I'd love that.
When your house gets robbed, or anything where someone does you wrong, they always say it's usually someone you know. Everyone pretends to understand, but when it happens, people can't believe that someone they trusted could just do something like that to you. I am just as guilty. Maybe even more.
Garrett, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Come on, Garrett. Don't lie to me. I know when there's something up with you. Seriously, what's wrong?
Well, we've known each other a while now. And the truth is,
Yeah?
I feel really close to you, and
What are you trying to say?
I love you, Rebecca. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, don't be sorry. I love you too.
The trust I gave him. I told him to stop, but he wouldn't. He hurt me. I shrieked and I screamed, but nobody came to my rescue. The shame and fear that overcame me took over, and I had no choice but to let it happen. My strength trying to push him off, all the kicking, the screaming, the energy of fighting back faded. My integrity, my innocence, they've been ripped away from me. I now must live in fear. I cannot see people in the same light. I can't help but doubt everyone I meet, now knowing what's at risk. So now I have to ask, who do you trust?